This is a tarot card reading for the zodiac sign Capricorn for the month February 2021. I start with the past and then I will talk about what situations you're in at present, and then I tell you what the cards give us for the future. This is a general reading, so please only take what resonates, and please like and subscribe or leave a comment if you like. Starting with the past, I see that you were waiting for something, maybe for the result of an exam or a test that you did, maybe for a result of to hear when you could travel, because it lays next to the world cards, and you have the world card twice in this reading, and you also have the magician. So I think you had plans to work them out, and you wanted to maybe travel for them or move, or I believe that you had to make a decision between staying where you were, it lays next to the Queen of Cups, and so maybe for staying who you were or how you were perceived, and just moving on with your life and end the cycle that you were in. I see that you didn't feel appreciated. I think that you maybe were in a relationship and you didn't feel appreciated by that person. I think you didn't mind anymore about this person. Maybe you once did, but I think that they did something, or they couldn't make up their minds about you and another person, or they couldn't make up their mind if you were the one for them, or there was something why that relationship you didn't feel appreciated in, you didn't feel respected, and you didn't feel that you could do the things that you wanted to do. And I believe that, so I see you have this card, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And I think, that is partly also the reason why I think you have been developing, or maybe you have been learning skills. Maybe you have been, really organized yourself and made plans for the future. I believe that the person that you were with had less of a plan, was less organized, I can see it from the reverse temperance card, that for very few of you there was even an addiction played a role in there. I think that, that was clearly for you an end of a cycle. Now that can be because it is like the end of a cycle because you studied, you graduated, or you couldn't study anymore because of what's going on in the world. Maybe you decided to do something completely different with your life than you thought you would maybe last year. You made plans to just really move on from this cycle away. I think in some cases you decided to have a new type of work, to have a new challenge. You maybe finished like a study or a project or something that would help you to move forward in your career, to do something else, to earn money. And I think, that was the finances and career was an issue in your love life. And I think that there was maybe also a problem with communication. I think that maybe you have outgrown this person. Maybe you developed something more than the other person. Maybe you just grew apart. I think that maybe you developed something. You wanted to You wanted more knowledge. You wanted to go in a different direction than the person you were with. You really wanted to maybe start something for yourself, maybe a business, maybe something that you really liked doing and that you are good in doing. I think that you have been successful in what you have been learning and what you wanted to do, and you made a plan for that. You are the Empress, and you are also happy at home. I think that you could have well decided to stay with that person, and if everything would have run well, you would have maybe decided, if you're a woman, maybe you wanted children, or you would have decided maybe for a different lifestyle. But because this situation with that person didn't work out, there was some disruption. Maybe there was another person, or they couldn't make a decision, and it was not completely for you. So you realized that you were not really meant to be together, or you had that feeling maybe something was missing, and so therefore you decided that you didn't want this with this person. You didn't want this life that you stay at home, and it wasn't enough for you. You really wanted to develop into something. I can also see that later. Maybe there are even, there are also for some of you dogs involved, but I can see that also. But this person is like thinking about their options. So maybe they are also needing to balance their work and see how they get their money together, how they get their finances right, and how they can make a living. Or maybe for them it's not so easy as for you, or that's how they perceive it. They maybe think for you it's easy, you just did this and then you are successful, you have maybe a job offer, you have many chances in life. They can't see that you have also worked hard to get where you are. And I think, they can't balance things out so well. And so because it lays next to the Temperance card reversed, I think that for some of them, there is really some distraction going on. Maybe they have really an addiction, or something is blurring their mind, or something. It's just they can't get it together for a certain reason. I can see that there is a separation between the two of you. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. And that is a decision. I think was maybe not even a strong decision to leave this person, but I think that because you have the Magician twice, I think you had some visions, something that you wanted to do, something that you wanted to develop. You had ideas of who you were, what you wanted with your life, and you wanted more than what you had here. You were just I think you have some talents there, and you just wanted to work them out. And you wanted to work them out in the past, you want to work them out now, and in the future. I can see you're getting help with working them out, really. And you have the World card, that's the second World card. So I believe, this is like, at present, you know that cycle really ended. If you maybe even had some doubts about it in the past, that you were not sure, I think you know for sure now that is what you want. You want to leave that behind you, and you want to work out your dreams. You want to go for what you can do, and you want to move forward. To something that you really wanted to do. I think that there's maybe for some of you a person in your life who is like, maybe a parent. They are helping you, but it can also be someone who really have respect for, who's helping you with work, who's also making you see what you can do with your talents, and how you can develop yourself, and that it is like it can bring you financial comfort. It can be really successful. You can be successful. I think you are at present. I think that you really realize more and more that this vision that you have, something that you want to do, that you really have to work that out, and that you can't stay where you were. I can see in this card that maybe there's somebody with dogs. I think that there is also gossip about you. I realize that this is for very few of you, but there is maybe someone with a dog, and they keep you where you are, because they maybe think that you can't leave because of the dogs, or because of one dog or any other animals as well. But yeah, that you can't do this because of the animals, or because maybe of this idea that you should get maybe children. But of course it can also be for men. That's why it can also be somebody who is just yeah, maybe manipulating someone. Or I don't feel that it is really manipulation, but it's like you can't do something different than you have been doing. I hear that voice, like somebody saying, no, you can't change. You can't change this, what you have been doing. You should be doing this. There is gossip about your plans. I think that these people, it can also be that they are elder people who are, or maybe parents, because it lays next to the King of Wands, next to the Queen of Pentacles. It can also be that, yeah, people think that you are developing too quick, that you are moving forward too quickly, and that they, yeah, maybe they get insecure from that you want more, and why should you want more? I think that you are doing the right thing, you're developing your talents, and you're going the right way for yourself. And yeah, that includes this separation. But I think it is a very good thing that you have been going within. You have looked at your own colors of what you are worth, what you want. You had your own reflection. You saw your own reflection there in that water, and you know that there is a rainbow and there is something more there for you. And this is reversed, and so it tells me that people disrupt this this feeling of yours, this energy. I think that the person that you were with, they took your energy. They took your energy somehow, maybe with some addiction. That can be maybe because of the finances, financial problems. Maybe because they didn't respect you enough. Maybe they couldn't, maybe they are even jealous about you being so successful, that you have been really doing well, or that you have plans for your future. Maybe they are jealous because they didn't make a decision to keep you, and now you're going, and they regret it and they wanted you to stay. But there is something with this person, and I don't think they are on their own. I think it is maybe a family. Maybe it's more than one person who feels that you should stay where you are. You shouldn't make a decision here. You shouldn't be moving forward, and you shouldn't develop or transform into something that they don't know anymore, or they're afraid that you maybe lose the things that they perceive as normal. And yeah, for you, you realize that, but you also have a deep inner knowledge that there is more for you out there. You know that you have your talent. You know for yourself how you want to move on. You know that you need to develop. Sometimes you do get also a sign to say that you suddenly know, I have to move on. I have to move maybe from one place to another. You have to move far away. You have to leave people behind that no longer are on the same page. People that you can't anymore have this energy with, where you share this positive feeling, positive. Maybe you really realize that that cycle has ended with that person, but not only with that person, but maybe also with other people who have maybe always thought the same thing, and you have maybe also thought that. But if you look at this card, there is like a child in here as well, and the child is looking at a different direction. The child is not even wanting to be in this picture. And I think, yeah, and maybe this is you, and it's other people. They are looking at you like, why do you want this? Why do you want to leave this little village? Or why do you want to leave? Isn't this good? We have the dogs, we have maybe our parents around, and why should we want anything else? And so they sort of, maybe, yeah, they stop you from developing. In the near future, yeah, your world is going to change, and it's going to change rapidly. You are going to make the decision. You're going to be really strong, and you're going to maybe get help from someone. I think if there is someone, like someone you looked up to, someone that you thought they know how to do this, but I can't even imagine asking them, they are too good, or they can't, I can't ask them, what would they think of me? Maybe partly because these people have been telling you that you can't do that, and you do try, and they will be open for. So if you have someone that you really can learn something from, and you're afraid of asking them, I advise you to do ask them. I think you are going to be successful. They are going to help you, or at least you're going to hear from them. They tell you maybe where you can go for moving on with this plan, with these ideas, with these visions, something that you want. And I think that, yeah, for you, it is like a miracle. Worlds are opening up, and you are going to develop. And not only you're going to be aligned with yourself and feeling so much more that you can be the person that you want to be, but it's also like you're going slowly into some kind of alignment where you know also in love that the love that you had in the past, that was not maybe yeah, the love that you wish for in your life. You had that experience, and it was a good experience, or it was an experience that you needed to have, you needed to learn, but you can also see in the near future that you want something else from life than that person you were with. And yeah, I can see you are coming together again. You have some reunion, so you do in the further future you come together, and you are happy to see that person, but it is not going to be the same anymore. So in the future you're going to see that, yeah, that was really not anymore the person that you can be in a romantic relationship with. And yeah, you are like the Queen of Pentacles, so you are still the person, you know, I have the Empress here. The Empress was already a person who was like making a decision to yeah, to between the home and between the maybe yeah, having a family or something like that. In the future you're going to know what you want. You'll have more experience, but also you holding this coin. So I think that you are much more secure about your work and about what you want to develop, and that I think that has become like the new maybe the replacement for this idea. I think that this is like the baby that you want to develop, or that you want to move on with, or that you for now see as, yeah, this is like your work. That is like the yeah, the project, that is your baby for some of you. That sounds maybe strange, but I think, you know, it's like you left this world and you wanted to produce something. You really wanted to make something, and you're going to do that. You're going to be successful, and you're going to feel secure about that. That is what I wanted to say. You're going to be successful in that. And yeah, you can see that that person from the past, that is a memory. That is like, yeah, you can really leave that behind. I can see that from the reversed Lovers. So there are 3 people in this card, so maybe there was a third person already in there in the past, because you didn't feel well, because you have the 2 of Pentacles, so somebody was maybe already juggling 2 people, or not sure about this or the other. Maybe someone was using drugs or something that didn't that stopped you from developing. And so here you have it. It's like the reversed 3 or not 3, sorry, there are 3 people in it, but it is the reversed Lovers. So that is an ending, maybe for some of you a divorce. But it is very clear that this is something that you in the future, it's definitely an ending. 2 times the World card is already saying, that was the end of a cycle. And it doesn't have to be romantically, but in this case, I think, it's twice. You had a confirmation of already your doubts in the past. Even for some of you, it will be like a confirmation that there was a third person in there. But for you, I can tell you, you're not going to be worried about that in the future. You don't really mind. You have the Death card. Now the Death card is a very positive card in this case, because it tells you that was the end. That was the end, and that is going to be in the further future. But it is like you can leave this behind you. That is what this is saying. It says, you sometimes have to leave things for what they are, and you have to then also see things, move forward and see what you all have in your future and what you can all reach, and how you have transformed. You have made a huge transformation here, because having twice the World card and twice the Magician is quite something, and you have been transforming, and you knew with the High Priestess, you knew that is something that was coming. You're doing that now. You're going through that now, through that process. And so there's no way back. And so there's nothing wrong with leaving that behind you. So you keep it as a memory. And that was the end of this. And and then you have this card. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And so if you are in this process, you will know when the time is right for you to leave that behind you. Okay, Capricorn, this is what I have for you. Thank you very much for watching my video, and see you next time.